this morning. Smile with the rising sun. Three little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, "This is my message to you." Singing, "Don't worry about a thing.
faceless lady. You know who I am. And now I can't let you just slide through my hands. Wild horses, could it drag me away? Wild horses, could it drag me away? What's to supper? A dull ache and pain. Now you decided just to show me the same. And a sweeping exit. Oh, stage lights can make me feel bitter. I treat you unkind. Wild horses, could it drag me away? Wild horses, could it drag me Faith has been broken. Tears must be cried. Let's do some living. Why don't we die? Wild horses, could it drag me away? Wild horses, could it drag me away? Wild horses, we'll ride them someday. Wild horses, we'll ride them someday.
I didn't meet you in the jungle swinging from a tree. I sat down at the piano, you were playing with me. I couldn't believe all the things you could do. The SIC were in the zoo. They say we are unique with this language that we speak, but you another man. Talk to me now, I am listening. Hey, another woman. Hey, another man. Look in your eyes, that's where we come from. Hey, another woman. Hey, another man. Talk to us now, we are listening.
people passing by, staring wide wonder. Yeah, the inside jukebox goes out just like thunder, and everything looks so complete when you walk out on the street. Got the wind catching your feet, send you flying right in. Wild night is calling. All right. Wild night is calling. All right. Wild night is calling. Wild night is calling. Come on out and dance. Oh, come on out and make romance. Yes, indeed. Come on out and dance. Come on out, make romance. The wild night is calling. All right. The wild night is calling. Come on out and dance. Come on out and make romance. Come on out and dance, honey. Come on out and make romance.
I just bought a new car, one where the top goes down so we can see the stars. I wanna take you so far, out past the Saturn rings and into my heart. I wanna drive you wild, wild, wild. I wanna love you for miles and miles. We can go slow, we don't need to rush. I'll take the wheel, make you feel every touch. I wanna drive you wild, wild, wild. Lay on the passenger side, tell me how fast you want, we'll get there tonight. Oh, fire, you set me on fire. I swear you're the only one I take on this ride. I wanna drive you wild, wild, wild. I wanna love you for miles and miles. We can go slow, we don't need to rush. I'll take the wheel, make you feel every touch. I wanna drive you wild, wild, wild. Wild, wild, wild. And I wanna love you for miles and miles. Oh, we can go slow, we don't need to rush. I'll split at sunrise. Morning breaks like splatter paint. Wipe the dust from my eyes. You must have left before morning came. Flashes of the night come rushing in a stampede of misbehaviors. Just a sophomore running my mouth. Really thought that I could save her. And we're all the animals. Didn't mean to start a forest fire. Push the ashes off your shoulders. Let's get lost in the wild. We're all built for something. Try to find a starting line. Don't look over your shoulders. Let's get lost in the wild. Let's get lost in the wild. Let's get lost in the wild. Something shocks my muscles. Hard rain backhands my senses. Now I'm flying fast on my feet. Skipping rivers, clearing them fences. I'm tracking you into the city. Ooh, under the pressure of the traffic lights. I'm chasing the clues you left me. That you might still join me in the wild. We're all the animals. Didn't mean to start a forest fire. Push the ashes off your shoulders. Let's get lost in the wild. We're all built for something. Try to find a starting line. Don't look over your shoulders. Let's get lost in the wild. Let's get lost in the wild. Let's get lost in the wild. Scratches on my hands and feet. You belong out here with me. Tearing up my hands and feet. You belong out here with me. You belong out here with me. I'm flying fast on my feet. We're all the animals. Didn't mean to start a forest fire. Push the ashes off your shoulders. Let's get lost in the wild. We're all built for something. Try to find a starting line. Don't look over your shoulders. Let's get lost in the wild. Let's get lost in the wild. Let's get lost in the wild. Let's get lost in the wild.
Hello. Good afternoon. Oh, look, people. Yay. And so, can everybody hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. It's always kind of funny to do these because people are so polite and they actually heed my warning to turn their microphones off, and then I'm just talking into the silence, but it's nice to see everybody. I'm so happy to see so many people here today for the session on student groups. I know that it's been a long day of Zooming, and I appreciate people, wanting to come and connect. So I'm super excited about that. And whoever it was that asked if we're excited about classes starting. I'm excited about classes starting. So I hope you are too. And I hope it's been a really good day and that you had time to eat and rest your eyes and all that good stuff. So today, or right now, what we're going to do is talk to some student leaders. I were more prepared. I have this little piece of paper. We have Sophia Verada from the Wildlife Society, Anna Christensen from 27 Heartbeats, and I think Bruce Markman. Where are you from, Bruce? I forget now.
I'm from San Diego, California.
I mean, which club?
Oh, Wildlife Society.
Wildlife Society. Okay, but
Yeah.
yay, San Diego. Beautiful place to be from. But so you're also from Wildlife Society, and then Anna Jones. I'm not sure if she has been able to join us yet or not. But she's from the Environmental Club, and hopefully she'll have a chance to. Oh, there she is. I see you down there.
Hi.
Let me make you a co-host. Hey, let me co-host you. All right. Good. So, what I thought we'd do, again, I'm all about the casual orientation things. So I thought we'd just have each person from their group talk a little bit about what you do and how you can join and all that good stuff. And then at the end, maybe take some questions, some live questions if you want, but you're also welcome to drop questions in the chat along the way. And I was going to start with Sophia from Wildlife Society.
Hi. So I'll just share my screen then. So my name is Sophia. I'm a third-year animal science major, and I'm also vice president of the Wildlife Society. And then my other officer here is Bruce.
Hey guys, I'm Bruce. I am the chapter representative of the Wildlife Society. I'm a third-year WFCB major.
And so the Wildlife Society, we're just the student chapter. The organization itself is international, and they have different chapters all over the country. So who are we? The UC Davis student chapter of the Wildlife Society is a student-run group, and we work to provide our members with exciting field trips, workshops, and networking opportunities intended to pique their interest in wildlife, as well as foster opportunities for professional development. So some of our past events that we've had. This one's actually an annual event that we do, normally around winter quarter. We all drive out to Año Nuevo State Park, and we get to see the elephant seals, and we also get to see their seal pups, which are really cute. It's we do like a guided walkthrough, and we learn all about them, and it's super fun. So here's a picture of everyone attending in the middle. And if Bruce wants to talk about the professional mixer.
So the Professional Mixer is also an annual event that we host around winter quarter every year. And basically this is a chance for students to meet a bunch of professionals in the area, both from the Wildlife Society and also just from local organizations, like from campus and also from like other wildlife and environmental related fields. And it's kind of like a speed dating event where students basically meet each professional for 30 seconds and at the end for around 30 seconds, something like that. And at the end, they come back to the professional of their choosing and they get to network with them.
And everyone gets pizza too as well. This one is the Quail Ridge Herpetology Walk. We did this last year. And we actually partnered with this nonprofit organization called the Defenders of Wildlife, where people got to hike. And I think, Bruce, you went to this event, right? Or
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
I was
really
at this
cool.
one.
Yeah, we got to handle a bunch of wildlife and just like learn about the local ecology at Quail Ridge with a bunch of like really knowledgeable people from the Defenders of Wildlife.
And then this is one that sadly we can't really do this year, but it was our lake social at Lake Berryessa, just kind of kicking off fall quarter where we got to meet a lot of the new students and the transfers who were interested in joining our club. Yeah, we had a lot of games and snacks, so that was fun. We also do a lot of volunteering events with the Wildlife Society. So sometimes it's for other groups, like I believe this was California Duck Days on the left. And in the middle is the Sacramento Wildlife Care Association, where we just kind of got like a tour of the facilities and we learned about what they do for rehabilitation. I think our members in the center, they're holding like a king snake, I believe. And then on the right was for the Winter Salmon Festival that they volunteered for that. And then, do you want to talk about this one, Bruce?
Sure, yeah. So unfortunately, we had to cancel our Discover Your Niche conference this year just because of COVID. But it's also an annual event where basically students, researchers, faculty, whoever is interested in presenting gets to present their work at this conference. And it's also like a networking event for students where they get to like go to a bunch of presentations and like there are a bunch of events. As you can see, there's like a wildlife trapping event pictured right here. And yeah, it's just like a good networking and socializing event that we host every year.
And then so what I wanted to talk about was that we have the way our club is structured is that we have one general meeting every quarter. Usually in the beginning, somewhere around week 3, where we just kind of introduce all the officers and then outline the events that we're going to have. So we have about 10 officers, and each officer plans an event, and it just kind of goes throughout the whole quarter. And so you can choose whichever one you want to go to. Some of them are outdoors, some of them are presentations. Things are going to be adjusted now, for virtual and social distancing purposes, but yeah, it'll be October 20th from 7 to 8 p.m. And if you check our social media or are on the listserv, you'll get links for that. And then so here's also some of our social media. We have a Facebook, Instagram, and a website. So I think that's it for us.
Sorry, it helps if I unmute. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I guess, I don't know, I guess we could take a few questions now. If you have any burning questions, or if you want to think about it or put your questions in the chat, we can always come back to them later. Did anybody have any questions for the moment? Feel free to unmute yourself if you do, or drop it in the chat. Oh, how do you get involved in the club?
So you can, if you want, you can just private message me your email or something. We have a listserv and we just put that in, and so you receive all the updates. The biggest thing is probably just to attend the general meeting. If you want to be a paying member, you can. It's $10 a year, but it's not necessary for you to attend any of the events.
And did you mention if that general meeting was scheduled yet?
Yes, it's over here. It's on October 20th from 7 to 8 p.m. I believe it's a Tuesday. Yeah.
Okay, great. My chat box was hovering over it. Okay, great. Thank you. Somebody else is asking, will there be any socially distanced field trips, or will it be all on Zoom for now? Do you know?
We're still in the process of planning events, so they'll definitely be ready to talk about them during week 3 for the general meeting. Mm-hmm. We are trying to have like outdoor social distance stuff, just because that's a lot of what our club is based on. So hopefully we get to keep something like that.
We have that outdoors thing going for us, so I'm hopeful that some of that will be safely approved by the university. Yeah, cool. And I actually had a question that I might as well ask now. I actually have a lot of students ask me what classes they need to take to be wildlife certified. Do you guys do that, or who would they need to ask the official society about that?
So basically, there is a process that you have to go through. You have to take a few classes that qualify you for the wildlife certification, and you can find that on the TWS website, not our website, but like the TWS
I see.
international website.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's kind of just like something you put on your resume.
Yeah,
Just
because it's pretty loosely defined, I noticed. So I didn't know if there were like kind of some usual classes at UC Davis that students often take to fulfill that or not, but that's okay. We can check it out together. If anybody's interested in joining the Wildlife Society, we can, look at the page together. I mean, in getting that certification, we can check it out together during your next advising meeting if you want. All right. Well, we'll move on to Anna Christensen then from 27 Heartbeats. Anna? There you are.
Yeah. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, beautiful.
All right. I am Anna, and I'm a third-year animal science major, and I'm the president of the pre-vet club on campus, which is called 27 Heartbeats. 27 Heartbeats was started by another American student, and it was named this because the first donation of supplies she sent out to Thailand actually saved the lives of 27 dogs. The main purpose of this club is just to collect and fundraise medical supplies for veterinary clinics who are in need. And we also send some out to sanctuaries in Australia, South Africa, Ecuador, and Thailand. These donations we usually get from vet hospitals, human hospitals, veterinary colleges, pet floors, etc. Specifically, this past year, we've been donating a lot of supplies to a cat sanctuary in Sacramento called Happy Tails Cat Sanctuary. And this has actually allowed them to help the cats with any medical issues they may have. So as you probably all know, we're not really allowed to do many in-person events as we're used to, just due to the pandemic. So it has been a bit of a challenge to come up with how we're going to engage our club members, but here is what we have. Here's our idea so far. Oops. We're going to have a blanket making events for cats. So how that's going to work is you'll sign up. We'll be sending out a Google form. You sign up. We'll have our officers come deliver supplies to your house and instructions. And then once you're done, we'll pick them up again and go donate them to the sanctuary. We're also going to have multiple speakers from Loop Abroad program and the UC Davis Vet Schools. They're going to just hold presentations for our members. Once we have the specific dates, we'll also send them out through email. So we're also just going to continue to collect veterinary supplies so we can donate them to shelters and rescues. They're actually relying on these donations right now because everything that's going on. They're taking on a lot of dogs and cats lately, actually. And you can join us by registering on Aggie Life. So you would just search up 27 Heartbeats and apply to be a member, and then you'll automatically be added to our email list. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and here are the usernames for those. And then we also have a website, which is 27heartbeats.weebly.com. And here you can see a lot of pictures from past events we've been doing, and you can also read about all our officers. And if you have any questions, you can also email me, which is listed below here. So we're also working with a student veterinary program called Loop Abroad. This allows our members to travel to various countries abroad. The donations we collect throughout the year, as I said earlier, we'll bring to these countries when our members go. And here's just a short video about this, the Loop Abroad.
We can hear it, Anna.
You can't hear it?
You
No,
should
I
be able to
Okay.
under screen share audio.
Under what?
So when you do share screen on like the green share screen button on Zoom, when you click it, it also gives you the option to share audio.
There you go.
Animals and even exotics in Thailand, Australia, and South Africa. It's hands-on, so you're really making a difference. You just can't get this at home.
Being a part of a Loop Abroad, you're actually really part of a community which shares your passion for animals and ultimately an organization which really shares these values. So you're learning what it's really like to be a veterinarian, from surgeries, blood draw, injections, wound treatment, you name it. It's all the real-world skills you're going to need to learn for vet school, so this organization is a really great tool to help prepare you for that.
Whether you're joining Loop Abroad in Thailand, Australia, or South Africa, you're actually joining a community of veterinarians that are making a difference. Plus, you're making friendships that will last a lifetime, your future colleagues. Loop Abroad's goal is to educate aspiring veterinarians and support animal conservation efforts across the globe. So, if you want to see the world, save lives, and learn what it's really like to be a vet, join us this summer.
All right.
Oh my
Can
gosh.
you guys
that
still
looks
hear me?
amazing. Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you. That looks so super amazing. Wow.
You guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So now two of my other officers of the club, Mackenzie and Chandler, they're kind of in charge of our trips. They'll be talking more about this.
Just about 27 heartbeats. Can you join the club even if you're not on the pre-vet track? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Anna?
Sorry.
Hi, this is Chandler. I am the Loop Abroad chair. And just to answer that question really quick, you can absolutely join the club if you're not on the pre-vet track. It's just people who love animals and want to help out. Anyone is welcome to join.
Great, thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Mackenzie. This is my slide. I am a third-year animal science major and I'm the public relations director for our club, and I'm going to be hosting a private group trip to Australia this summer. So the dates are July 11th through the 25th, and it's a 2-week trip to volunteer at the Walkabout Wildlife Park in Calgary Springs outside of Sydney, Australia. It's a really cool opportunity to be a part of going on one of these trips. I personally went on the South Africa trip. I believe it was summer 2019. And it was just amazing, and I really recommend going. A couple of the things we'll be doing in my trip is going to be studying zoology, wildlife care, and zoo veterinary medicine. We are going to be assisting in treatment rounds with the Australian wildlife, doing health checks on really cool animals like kangaroos and koalas, examining pythons and echidnas. We're going to learn to handle and assess a lot of the wildlife, discover the anatomy and behavior, create enrichment, perform veterinary labs, and we're also, along with all of this cool vet stuff, we're going to enjoy 2 days in exploring Sydney. And Loop Abroad is just a great way to get vet hours as well as study abroad. If you want to do a study abroad trip, but you don't really think you can fit in like a summer trip through Davis, or if it's too expensive, this is a less expensive way and you get a lot of hands-on experience. You're going to earn 3 credits and an official transcript for the program Australia Wildlife Handling, Conservation and Care. But you don't have to take this class. We all go to a little bit of school on these trips. So you go for an hour or 2 a day. And you can choose to take the test at the end of the end of the trip and pay the additional fees, or you don't have to. You can just go and learn and you don't have to worry about the stress of taking a test. That's what I did, because sometimes it's tricky to figure out these credits and it's not always necessary. But if you do want them, you can get them, but you just have to take the test at the end. And you're also going to get 60 veterinarian hours and 15 research hours on this trip, which is really helpful if you don't have any experience yet, or you want different experience, it's a lot of hours, and it doesn't feel like work. It just feels like fun, and it's interesting, and it's cool. And you're going to make great connections for the future as well. And you're going to make really good friends. Connection wise, we get to work. I think it's every group of 11 gets one vet, and you get to work really close with them, and they can be a really great reference for you in the future. But you also get to make some really great friends. I know I went I think it was 2 summers ago. I don't know, with the whole quarantine times, like really weird. But I went and I made like 3 of my best friends there. Chandler went with me, and she's one of my closest friends now. And it's really cool. And it's all these people in one place that all share the same interest as you. And it's fun, and it's hands-on experience that you can't get anywhere else. And it's just really, really amazing. I highly recommend it. And if you're interested, my email is there, and I will answer any questions you have. I don't have a website page up yet. Something went wrong somewhere, but it's going to be up soon, and I can send that to you if you're interested. And there's a refund available if you can't travel with COVID. So there's no stress there as well. It's just a really cool experience. I really recommend it. You might be thinking to yourself like, oh, I'd like to, but it's like, I have to convince my parents. I have to do all this. Trust me, I was the same way when I heard about it. And I worked really hard all summer, made enough money, and it was awesome. And for the question of what's the cost, I'm pretty sure it's different for each one. I think it's like $3,000 for the program, then flights. It might be different. And there's no requirements because you go through my private group. You don't have to write the essay or anything. I just recommend you. And then you can pay the referral and all of that, and it's great. And then I think Chandler's next.
Hello, I am the Loop Abroad chair for 27 Heartbeats. I did go on the same trip as Mackenzie, so her and I are great to answer any questions that you have about Loop Abroad, and we do have people that we can ask in Loop Abroad if we don't know, so please feel free to reach out to either one of us. My trip will be to Thailand, specifically Chiang Mai, and the dates are July 11th through the 25th. And we can have a group of up to 12 students. It is a private group, which is great because like Mackenzie mentioned, you don't have to go through the application process. You would just apply through the link on my page and would get accepted. And also about the cost of it, it is different for each trip, but as a private group, we do get a 10% discount. So I know the cost for my trip is up on my page. I don't remember what it is exactly. And then when Mackenzie's page gets up, it'll be up there too. This trip is great because you get 60 hours of veterinarian experience as well as research hours. The same goes to my trip. You can get credit if you want to. It would be a great thing to go talk to your advisor to see if it's worth it. Because I know for me personally, I talked to my advisor, and with the classes I'm taking, it actually doesn't benefit me to take the test and pay extra credit. So I'm just doing this for veterinarian experience. And some highlights of this trip are that you spend 1 week at a dog rescue clinic for the wild population. And a lot of this time is spent helping with the neuters of these animals because they're trying to lower the wild dog population, and spaying and neutering is a huge benefit to that. So you get hands-on experience with veterinarians. And then another week is spent at the Elephant Nature Park Sanctuary, and you are helping care for the elephant population there, which is amazing. One of the pictures on my screen where she's kind of throwing water on the elephant is one of the pictures that I found when I looked up Loop Abroad Thailand trip. So there's great photos on the internet if you want to look them up. And you do get to see some Chiang Mai on the weekends. Like I put on there, I know that can include temple visits and other cultural activities. I've read before, and I know some of that has included, they've gone ziplining before, or they've done like a Thai cooking class before. So these trips are really great because you get to get the vet experience, but also experience the culture of where you're going. And that is so beneficial. And then again, you get to make great connections with veterinarians and new friends, like Mackenzie mentioned as well. That is my email there in blue. Please email me if you have any questions about Loop Abroad, any of the trips, and I can help you out. And like Mackenzie mentioned before as well, there is a refund available if we're not able to travel due to COVID. And the link in pink is the link to my private group. So please feel free to look at that. If not, you can go on the Loop Abroad website and scroll down to private groups, and it is under my name. And That's all I have for you.
Wow. Thank you so much. You guys don't need an advisor to go on that trip, do you?
No, it's just through the broad.
That was my funny joke because I want to go to Thailand. But that was super amazing. And did you have more, Anna, or is that
No,
the end?
that was it. Sorry, some technical difficulties.
No, that was
but it worked
amazing. It
out.
was like way more than I expected. What a wonderful opportunities. Did we have any other questions? It looks like there was some links dropped in the chat if you guys haven't seen it, to the Australia and Thailand trips. And then Francisco asks as well, for the Loop Abroad Australia or Thailand, I guess, do you have to be pre-vet or vet related, since it is actually a vet, those are vet hours?
It's a college veterinarian tour kind of thing. I do not believe you have to be on the pre-vet track or anything. It's just kind of like Chandler said, it's like a love for animals, and you just really are interested, you get to go, and it can really help you decide what path you want to take.
Okay, yeah, super. I can totally imagine that. All right. Well, if you think of any more questions, we can always take a few at the end. But I will move on to our last presenter, Anna Jones with the Environmental Club.
Right. Okay. Are you able to see this?
Yep.
Okay, cool. My name is Anna Jones. I'm the president of the Environmental Club. We're an educational and social club, and we aim to create community for those with similar interests. Our goal is to bring together students with similar interests, like I said, regardless of major. We accept any major. And we encourage student interaction with the environment through community service projects and outdoor events. And we like to discuss and stay informed about current environmental issues. We don't require any kind of membership fee. Like I said, anyone is able to come to our club. You just have to come to just one meeting. We consider you a part of it. There's no formal sign up or anything. Typically, it'll be definitely different this year because of COVID, but we would have done about like 3 events per month. And then we would have had our meetings bi-weekly. We're still not sure what exactly is going to happen with events. We still have to make sure that we would, even with social distancing, be allowed to do anything. So it'll take us a while to figure that out. But for now, we are still going to continue to do our meetings just over Zoom. We'll have our first meeting next week. It'll be at 6 p.m. We're still deciding to have it on Tuesday or Wednesday, but we're going to email our listserv and post on our social media on Friday when we know what day that will be. So this quarter, we have planned debates and discussions about current environmental issues. We'll have guest speakers, trivia nights, and we're trying to plan some socials as well through Zoom. Previously, a lot of our events were guided hikes. We've done sea kayaking, whitewater river rafting, trail restorations, local tree plantings through Tree Davis. We've also had a water quality test at the Arboretum with one of our old advisors, Randy Dahlgren. And we've also done a lot of beach cleanups, sometimes in San Francisco. Last year, we went to the California Academy of Sciences, and it was really fun. When we do bigger events, we always try to do fundraising for that. So then we try to make the cost as low as possible so that anyone can come. And we post regularly on our Instagram and Facebook whenever we have meetings or just any announcements. So if you guys want to follow that, we post pretty often. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or if you want to be added to our listserv, you can just email me and then I can add you guys on that. And like I said, on Friday, we'll send out an email with a lot of updates on what we plan to do this quarter.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Are there any questions for Anna about the Environmental Club, or any questions about anything else? So you guys are going to meet next week. So we're just going to kind of pay attention to your social media.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have one question about fundraising. What do you guys do some fundraising events? And if so, what kind?
So previously what we've done is just when we sell our t-shirts, we'll do through that, or sometimes through food. We've done food trucks. And then a lot of times when we do them, we'll either the profits will either go to our club and we use that back for our members, or we will donate it to a charity. We did that 2 years ago. We did it for Virunga National Park in the Congo.
Oh, cool. And then a general question from Priscilla, who's asking how students become officers for the clubs. Like,
Yeah, so just coming to our meetings regularly and just talking to the other officers. In the spring is when we do recruitment for that. Yeah, we just ask that you be involved in the club, and then you can just apply in the spring for that.
Okay. And for the other clubs, is it the same? Wildlife Society and 27 Heartbeats, do you have officers? I mean, I guess you do have officers. If so, how could a student become an officer?
For 27 Heartbeats, we do it where usually how it worked is you kind of age out of your group. You stay. If like you're really good at your job, you get to keep the position. And then we hold a Google poll, and we put the people who are interested, they write little like things about themselves and why they want to be an officer. And we all vote on it. And usually you have to be involved as well, just like going to events and being a participant, and then we just vote.
Okay.
It's very similar for the Wildlife Society. We do elections in springtime. You can submit biographies and stuff, and everyone just gets to vote on it. And then usually we just do elections when we have spaces that open up. So when people leave as officers or graduate, then that's it.
All right. Anything else? Any other questions or anything? Well, that was really great. I think, I think everybody probably knows how to get in touch with you, but maybe later I could try to corral all of the information into an email that I can send out to all of you new students with links to those Facebook pages and all that stuff. If you're all interested, and I'm sure there was something for everybody, if not more. Thanks everybody for coming. Thank you so much for presenting. And if you have any other questions for them that you think of later, you want me to put you in touch with anyone, let me know. Otherwise, keep a lookout for, I know I spam you with lots of emails, but keep a lookout for an email from me with some contact information. All right. Well, thank you all so much. Have a great day. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Bye.